Herd.
All guests on The Herd appear on the Subway Fresh Take Hotline.
I think I've only met Jim Harbaugh once or twice. He's very intense, but I like intense. Most of my friends are intense. I'm kind of intense. And he's a head football coach at Michigan, and people have to be realistic about this. He didn't get a huge class last year because he came in a little late. So you have never forget, Pete Carroll was 6-6 his first year at USC. You know, you can't turn stuff around overnight. Let's not be unrealistic here. But will he turn it around? Oh, absolutely. Michigan's a traditional power. He can recruit. He knows quarterbacks, and that drives the sport. Jim Harbaugh's joining us. When are you at your least intense? Because you are a pretty intense guy.
Well, good morning, Collin. How are you?
I'm great, Coach. How are you?
Good to hear your voice.
Thank you so much. Is there ever a moment in the day you're like, oh, man, I'm cupcake. I'm soft. I'm easy. When's the part of the day that you are just like you're a pushover?
I don't know. I guess I don't know. Maybe ask Sarah, my wife. I don't know.
Yeah. You know, when you go to Michigan and you take over a program and you're starting out, like when you're flying there and you're flying there to take the gig, do you have a yellow pad and you're like, okay, I'm going to do this, this, this? Like, what was the first thing you changed at Michigan?
I don't know what that the very first thing that was changed. Maybe altered, but it's just a conversation at a time. You get to work, and I remember that first day press conference, and then we got to work hiring the staff, recruiting players, recruiting players that were already on the roster. One conversation at a time. That's how you get to know people.
Yeah. I watch you on Instagram and I watch you on Twitter. You're very much into the community. It's like you and not that you weren't everywhere else, but it does feel different at Michigan because of your history there. It does for me. When I watch you, you really seem to be all in.
Yeah, I would agree. Can't disagree with that.
What do you think? Because, Jim, I didn't think you'd go to Michigan. What was the day like you decided? Where were you?
I don't know if there was a day or a place or a time. Just was what I felt in my heart was what I wanted to do. I love Michigan. I love football. I love coaching football. So feel very blessed. I guess I have an attitude of gratitude that I'm able to be a part of this game and be a part of this great university.
What are realistic expectations?
Realistic expectations are that we're going to be better today than we were yesterday, be better tomorrow than we were today. That's our plan for success. So simple, it just might work.
Yeah. What college football coaches, NFL coaches, Jim, I don't know the difference hours-wise. Is your day that much different, college to pro?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much different. There's more similarities than there are differences, actually, Colin.
Like how? I mean, you get in early, you leave late. It's the same.
Yeah, that would be a similarity.
I said
coaching football, building a team, same, more similarities than differences, I would say.
Future of the Big Ten. You're at Michigan. Urban Meyer at Ohio State. James Franklin. When I look at these coaches, I say elite recruiters, elite coaches. I said this yesterday. The Big Ten feels like it's a bye for me. Like, do you have a sense of that and a feel for the conference overall?
The Big Ten feels like a bye to you?
Yeah, it does. Because
how does it feel that way? I don't.
You don't see that?
No, I don't. You explain that to me. I don't
because
understand
the bottom
what do you mean
line.
by bye?
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Michigan's a heavyweight. Ohio State's a heavyweight. They now both have great coaches. It feels like the Big Ten is on the come. It feels like there's momentum in the conference that I didn't feel.
Oh, a buy, like something to buy as opposed to sell?
Yes.
Oh, I thought a bye week or buy.
No.
Like a buy.
Yeah. That's what it feels like to me. Does it feel like that to you?
It feels very competitive to me.
Mm-hmm.
At the highest level of college football.
Season opens September 3rd at Utah. Coach, when do you put in a game plan? How does it work?
It's a process. It's been going on for months and will continue over the next 2 months.
Mm-hmm. You're not a rear view mirror guy. It doesn't seem like you're kind of forge your way, go get stuff.
This feels like one of those where you ask like 50 questions on a.
Well, you're giving me slow. You're not giving me a ton to work with, Coach. So I just want to find something out about Jim Harbaugh, the human being.
Okay.
I want to find out about Jim Harbaugh. I'm a player right now, and I want to play for a bunch of schools. I'm listening to Jim Harbaugh. I want to play for Jim. Well, I mean,
do you have any eligibility, Collin?
No, and I can't play worth a damn. But I'm saying is I'm trying to I want Jim Harbaugh, the guy. Because I bring all these coaches on, and I want the guy. I mean, what? I'm a 4-3 wide receiver. Why should I play at Michigan?
You are?
No, if I was. This seems terribly difficult, Jim, for you. This is just not work. I love you to death. I really do, but it seems like we're going nowhere with this. And I love you. I'm a huge Harbaugh fan.
Well, what can I do to make your interview better?
You can't. I'm just asking open-ended questions, and you have not much to say. I want you to sell your program. That's why I bring Urban on, and I bring Steve Sark. I love you guys. I want you to sell your program. Listen, I love you. It's not working. I appreciate you stopping by, Jim Harbaugh. I've been in the business 10 years, folks. That was a clunker. There's not much I can do about that. I tried. I asked every open-ended question I could. You got nothing to say. There you go. I'm getting these emails. God, this is painful. Yeah, it was painful for me. I love him. I love Jim Harbaugh. I was trying to go somewhere. He didn't have any pauses. I was going back to my interview tricks. Why? What? How? What? Why? Nothing to say. Get to Subway, new turkey, bacon, guacamole today. Subway, eat fresh. Listen, he's a very intense guy. He is different. I mean, people in San Francisco said, he's difficult. You know what's going to be funny? The 2 or 3 guys I know in San Francisco that don't love Harbaugh, I guarantee you will text me. That's why it didn't last at San Francisco. You can't have a conversation. He's very intense. I really like him, and I think he'll turn it around. But when I bring Urban Meyer on the show and Nick Saban on the show and Sark on the show, they figured out how to sell their program. I mean, they figured it out. Bob Stoops comes on this show. He's unbelievable. The Bob Stoops that beat Alabama. Nick Saban's unbelievable on the air. Steve Sarkisian's unbelievable. I've been doing this 25 years. That's the clunkiest interview I've ever had. I ask the same questions. I want guys to... Calipari comes on my show last week and is a riot. He's telling me to be quiet. We laughed on the air for 10 minutes. Nothing I can do. But I'm trying to make all these guys look good. If they don't want to talk, they don't want to talk. I mean, if they don't want to, it's nothing I can do. Yeah, I'm not.
Collin, what do you think? Put that in the podcast?
No, I mean, listen, if you're an 18-year-old kid and just heard Jim Harbaugh on my show, I'd choose Urban Meyer in Ohio State. I would go to Steve Sarkisian or Jim Moore or Nick Saban or Charlie Strong. I mean, I try to make everybody sound good, have fun, lighten it up, sell your program. That interview was live. Now you see why I tape like every 4th interview. I mean, Michigan fan boards today will be like, Cowherd's brutal. Folks, 3 minutes in, he had nothing to say. Yeah, I mean, I got to move on. There's nothing I can do with it. I'm not going to torture my audience. It was so bad it was good. No, that was just bad. I really do. Now I know why Pete Carroll and he don't get along. Pete comes on, I can't shut him up. He's an odd bird, man. He's an odd bird. All right, coming up next, the